Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashabham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Jana. Sri Ramakrishna is speaking to him. My sister, Hriday's mother, used to worship my feet with flowers and sandal paste. One day I placed my foot on her head and said to her, "You will die in Benares." See, the enlightened souls, what to speak of the incarnations of God. Even the enlightened souls, we see they are holding on to the absolute truth. Truth begins with oral telling truth as it is. But as we grow spiritually, we will be climbing to higher and higher levels of truth. Once there is spiritual awakening, you can no more say, "I have eaten, I have gone, I have come," because the identity with the body goes off. You are free from bodily identity, physical body, and you will be, while eating, you will be feeding yourself, like feeding a child. You will be feeding yourself. So this feeding, now somebody asks, "Have you taken food?" It is difficult to tell. "Yes, I have taken food," he says, so that he is talking in his language, the hearer's language. He considers himself a body, so he is asking me whether I have taken food. When he takes food, he is taking food as body. But once the spiritual awakening is there inside, body is an outer cover. He clearly sees, "I am not body." But he doesn't know, who am I? But he knows only, it's clear to him, I am not body. At that time, he says, I am body for his understanding, but he knows he has not eaten anything. He is beyond, he is transmigrated soul now. From Deha Bhava, he has gone to Jiva Bhava. From Jiva Bhava, he has to go to the Atma Bhava. He has to cross 2 more hurdles. So with spiritual awakening, the identity with physical body goes off. Body will be mine, like taking care of a child. Mother taking care of a child, knowing herself not being child, but hers is so intense, much more intensity will be with body. My body, but I am body will go away. My body also will go with Atma Jnana. I am the all-pervading. Every body, I am there in every body, he sees. But here, he is moving to higher and higher reality. Somebody asks an enlightened soul, "Where are you?" He says, "I am here," for his understanding. because he is seeing body only. But in his understanding, his experience is, where am I not? I am there everywhere. I am the self, I am the Atman, I am the Brahman, I am everywhere. I am there in you, you are not able to see me. I am there in every jiva, you are not able to see. So, as we go to the higher and higher truth, now at all levels of his being, he is holding on to truth, which is God. God pervades everything, and he is viewing God. Now, when he says something comes out of his mouth, may you be blessed. He has to be blessed, because the words cannot be unreal. Suppose he says, may you realize God. He has to realize God. There is no other way. God has to give him realization, because he never deviates from truth, and truth alone he has been speaking, and God has, as if God has made that statement from his body. What to speak of the Avatara, who is Lord of the universe, uttering. He says to his sister, placing his leg, he used to worship the feet with flour and sandal paste. One day he keeps his foot on her head and says, you will die in Banaras. To die in Banaras is highest virtue, whatever be your state of existence, whatever be your relationship or anything, you will see that he gets mukti. Under all condition, he gets the mukti. Even an insect, ant dies in Kashi, Banaras, he gets the total liberation from nature forever. Because Kashi is not the Kashi, this physical Kashi has a soul in it, which is the Lord. Shiva is who is within himself. Shiva state and Shiva the Devata. The Shiva's state, as Devata, when creation comes, the absolute pervading the cosmos, the Shuddha Chaitanya Sagara, Satchidananda Sagara, universe is there, pervaded by the absolute. What pervades the pervaded part of the absolute is called Ishvara, the Lord. With the formation, the Parameshvara is there as the consciousness pervading. Without consciousness, matter or any energy cannot exist. Consciousness is manifesting as universe. Consciousness is, Chaitanya is manifesting as Jada. Chaitanya is manifesting as this universe, matter. Chaitanya, the consciousness becomes, there is only one ocean of consciousness. Some places, consciousness, the Chaitanya, becomes energy. Always Chaitanya moves with energy. It's always consciousness means there is power. Consciousness means there is power. What is power? I can cognize, I can power of cognition, power of volition. I can choose. I want this, I don't want that. Choosing. Volition, I want to go. Volition. And action. Power of action, called conation. Now, these three powers always go with Chaitanya. The power, energy, consciousness is a dissolved state. Consciousness, from consciousness, the Shakti part, the energy has separated. The energy is standing by, now is projected out. It has come to the active state. It was in latent state, it becomes potent state and dynamic state. When it becomes dynamic state, it starts moving. The moment dynamic state, time is coming into existence, dynamism. When it is sleeping, there is no activity. When it wakes up, Shakti wakes up, with that time comes into picture. Time and the movement. With the movement, space comes into time-space continuum. Is this universe. When the power, Shakti, the energy moves with dynamism, the time-space precipitates as matter. Matter is precipitation of energy. Energy and matter are interconvertible. It becomes gross matter. So consciousness is there as matter, just like water is there as ice. Now water is there as ice, except ice nothing is there. In this universe except God, except Chaitanya, nothing is there. It is made up of Chaitanya, this universe. So the whole thing is the one existence. Now when these saints, enlightened souls, say something, bless someone. Now the Kashi, we are discussing about Kashi. This consciousness has taken the shape of Kashi in a special way where they manifest, just like this is also matter, body is also matter. In body, the Chaitanya can express, the consciousness can, expression of consciousness through matter is life. It is life is there. If consciousness is not manifest, it's a dead body. It goes back to its cause. So here we see it is manifested. Now the Chaitanya, which is able to manifest through this body, is the life. Similar, same Chaitanya gives life to matter also. If it can manifest, it can radiate spirituality. It can radiate life as if. Though this part, which is the soul, now Chaitanya is the soul of my existence. Body is not Chaitanya. Chaitanya pervades it and makes it living. The night when I sleep, Chaitanya, my expressed Chaitanya is going back. Nature is maintaining the body in sleep. So this Chaitanya is the soul of this bodily existence. The deep inside is that Chaitanya. Similarly, the Chaitanya is there in the Kashi. The real Kashi is the soul of that place. It is filled with the power of the Absolute. The whole earth is there. Only that Banaras particular area, the old Banaras, I don't know. The maps go on changing. But the Banaras, where the Shiva is supposed to be present, Shiva is, after the creation comes, the Parameshwara at the time of creation is called Brahma. The Shiva during the sustenance is called Vishnu. The same Shiva, there is Parameshwara, at the time of retraction or dissolution is called Maheshwara. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, one person with in different aspects. Creative aspect, sustenance aspect, dissolution aspect. They are different, just like a name. I am a driver when I drive, I am a cook when I cook. I myself is having different aspects of my existence. So this Chaitanya, which is pervading, is present there in a special way, just like the Absolute, the Vishwa Chaitanya, is present in me as the Jivatman. The God, the Lord of the universe is present in all jivas as the Jivatman. So, like that, the one place on this earth is there where the constant presence of divine is there. When the dissolution takes place of the universe, periodic dissolution, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya, goes on in a cyclic form, again and again, like we sleep and wake up, the universe. And this Kashi, this is called Golden Kashi. When Sri Ramakrishna goes to Kashi, he sees this Golden Kashi. This Golden Kashi, it separates and remains in the trans-relative existence. The whole universe dissolves. And again, when it projects, the whole universe comes back. Again, from the trans-relative existence, where the Jivan Muktas, the Saptarishis like rishis who are enlightened and they want to have separate individual existence, want to see the earth, universe appearing and disappearing time and again, millions of years it takes. Jivan Muktas, enlightened souls, Chiranjeevis, Ishvara Kotis like Vinayakananda, and Nitya Siddhas like Narada, they all stay there at the time of dissolution. So also, Kashi also stays in the trans-relative existence. Sri Ramakrishna says, one day I was sitting for meditation, I transcended one by one all lokas, bhubho, swahama, after transcend about beyond all lokas. While entering into the transcendental realm, there was a space in between, which neither belongs to the nature nor to the absolute. This luminous space that separated absolute from the relative existence was there, in which 7 sages were sitting. And the light becomes a baby and goes to one of the rishis and says, we have to go to the earth. Then a ray of light descends, which is Sri Ramakrishna identifies as Naren Vivekananda. A ray of light alone. Now that is the trans-relative existence. In us also, when we sleep, we leave the bodily existence, mind and senses, dream ends, and we enter the deep sleep. Deep sleep, second stage, I am from leaving all my knowledge, identity, everything in Karana Sharira, causal body, I slip back. This region where I slip back and become Chaitanya and merge in the Vishwa Chaitanya, the gap is called Prajna Kshetra, after the Buddhi. Sharira, Indriya, Manas, Buddhi. After Buddhi, Prajna, which neither belongs to Prakriti nor belongs to the Chaitanya. No man's land between Chaitanya and. This is trans-relative existence, trans-relative. Body to Buddhi is relative existence, belongs to Prakriti. Beyond that, one layer is there. If you are japa, when you do japa, if you do with great love, then it enters there. The trans-relative, beyond the mind, beyond the buddhi, remains there, and ajapa japa starts. Without doing japa, japa will continue. So that is the trans-relative existence. There the Kashi goes and now in this, when the universe comes back, the Kashi descends again into the physical world and again merges with the physical Kashi. And whoever dies there are dying on the lap of Divine Mother. Shiva himself utters the Taraka mantra and Mother cuts all the bondages of the Jiva, releases the Jiva. So this is the Kashi which Sri Ramakrishna is telling his sister, you will die in Banaras. Once Mathur Bapu said to me, Father, there is nothing inside you but God. after vision of God. We are struggling to trying to meditate. We are struggling to try to meditate. We are not able to meditate. We are not able to try to meditate also, because the turning the focus of mind inward is extremely difficult. Because it cannot be released from the world awareness to my existence, pure existence. Just to turn it inward. The whole focus, the world is forgotten. It doesn't disappear. When you enter inside deeper, the world disappears. But it is there at the background. It is at subliminal level. It is there, it is not affecting me. Like a bacteria coming and sitting on my body. I cannot recognize. It is there, but I cannot recognize. Like that, it is so small, it is beyond my perception. Like that, world remains, but beyond my perception, because of my focusing on the inward journey. Focusing on myself. The same path as we go into sleep, we turn inward and go. This turning inward is held by three important factors. Body is holding, the world is holding, and ego is holding. So to release the mind from these two, I must have dispassion towards the world. I must extreme humility that ego doesn't come up, and bodily desires for enjoyment must cease. Desire for enjoyment must cease. I must cultivate dispassion towards the world, just to do my duties, offer it to God as worship, and not attached to it, but with all diligence doing the duties, without attachment. So this immediately releases. Any moment you want to sit for meditation, it turns inward, because it is free to move. Now everything is holding. Ego is holding. The body is holding. Body doesn't want it to be forgotten. So dear thing. And world, my duties, this, that, responsibility, so many things people say till they sleep. So this release, once these three are acquired, the mind is free to turn inward and enter into meditation. So this inward journey begins when you reach the inner layer and cross the barrier of mind. Then you are absolutely safe. From that time, you are in a different realm. So then you will see that whether you have body or not, once after going inward, crossing the barrier of mind, entering into Vijnanamaya Kosha, you enter into the Chidakasha, space of consciousness, where you get the vision of God. After getting the vision of God with form, your bodily identity completely gets lost. You are there, in the body as a center of working, which belongs to Prakriti. Now, here, what is inside you? Oh God, except God, nothing is there. Because all kama, krodha, lobha, moha, all these ahankara, all these were there. Raga, dvesha. It was empty otherwise. These were looking as if they are inside filled, solid things. The whole body is held by the Jivatman to enjoy and possess and this and that, to act and experiencing joys and sorrows of life. Now it has released all. Inside, nothing is there except God. Every person, every sadhaka who has seen the God's form in his heart, by transcending the three layers, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, entering into Chidakasha, he has seen the once a genuine experience of God happens, then he sees in his body there is nothing but God. Except God, nothing is there. Because all desires have disappeared. Even desire to be a body, desire for life is not there. He is feeling Purnatva. Whether body is there or not, it is immaterial. So it is Purnatva, completeness, fullness, wholeness. So, Father, there is nothing inside you but God. Your body is like an empty shell. It may look from outside like a pumpkin, but inside there is neither flesh nor seed. If you open the pumpkin, what is there? Flesh and seeds, both are not there. Seed is what is going to create another pumpkin plant. Flesh is what is going to be the food. There is nothing is inside, though it is looking like a pumpkin. Once I saw you as someone moving with a veil on. How God gives the understanding, what is He? And slowly, small experiences make us to identify God's presence. Otherwise we don't have any. When we are in the body, till we realize God, our ashraya is Guru, and our own enlightened intellect and mind, which we call wisdom. Wisdom and discriminative power, viveka, jnana, vairagya, viveka are the ashraya. After realizing God, of course, we don't have any problem. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.